So I am just blown the fuck away at this point. Um, I spent like another hour and a half or so from the time that I uploaded those last videos to like 2 hours, about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I spent fucking laying down thinking of just how fucking insanely psychotic this whole fucking thing was. Honestly, with everything else in my head right now, it's like I'm just saying, like which none of it is like little tiny fucking things. Of course, it's all fucking wow. Wow. So so a math problem presented to a kid, King God or not, okay, a fucking kid, and it's like even then, you know what? It's just like it's the after part. It's the during. It's I don't even know how to describe that. During, after. The mistake was definitely made. The mistake, there's no doubt, the mistake was made. The calculator, just as well as my work, was fucked up, and it fucking corrected me on the fact that I was. In other words, it told me my mistake was right. That's the way it looked to me. And then when I explained that to other people, that's the way it looked to them. So that proposal goes in. The other side, they see the mistake, but they don't say nothing. They sign the money over. People spend the money. Now, I don't know what these people spent the fucking money on, and I don't know how many or who fucking did what with what. But I do know that it could have been picked up in a few days. It could have been picked up in a few hours. It could have been picked up in a fucking but instead, I think they waited a few weeks or a few months. And then right after fucking, I'm guessing Christmas, because right now would be fucking around about the time. I'm trying to still think, what year was this? Was this before or after the second principal? Was it before the first principal? No, that was kindergarten. That was Mr. Martin. Or was it after not the second principal, but the other principal, where Mr. Martinez molested me, right? So I'm asking myself, and there was so much that went on in between then and there. That was that whole fucking, that was that whole scenario, and then that was this, and that, and this, and that. Was it, or was it, or was it, or was it like, no, it wasn't. I don't think it was like third grade or fourth grade. Wow. Yeah. So, but I also remember afterwards everybody going from really happy to everybody fucking pissed off around my immediate people that I seen. I know that when the one person convinced them that if he writes a letter of apology, and what he did wrong. Wow. Wow. Fucking wow. I don't, because there's things that I say to myself, it's like, I want to be sad because it's like, this is so fucked up for, because that's what I'm saying. So the point being, I can't even do that because it's like, oh, well, then we'll make sure, because that's when it said, well, we'll make sure that all these kids get to move on with their lives and have money and have fucking this and that, but not Anthony. Not Anthony. Not Anthony. Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill you right now. Right now, I want to fucking kill yous bad. I am trying to remember, because I remember the people that were trying to do the right thing. They were trying to do good. Wow. I remember that all the people that freaking, they were all so happy, and then they got so fucking mad at everything. And it wasn't even like they were mad at me, they just wanted me to make things right. And I fucking tried to make things right, and then I didn't know what the fuck really happened because everything started fucking jumbling up. I remember that. Wow. Started not sleeping well, started not this, all of a sudden I couldn't get to fucking sleep at night. Oh, all of a sudden this. And then later on in life, then it leads to this. And it's like, oh, why is this going wrong? And even though fucking other people seemingly are fucking watching out, fucking trying to get me the fuck out of this, the situation just keeps fucking somehow magically going wrong. Magically going wrong. Every fucking single thing just keeps going wrong. Keeps going wrong. And with all the introduction to every other fucking absolutely fucking bonkers, insane, batshit, crazy, fucking shit plus piss fucking situation. But then as I'm trying to put my mind and myself back together, and I'm really asking myself at that point, because I literally was forgetting my own name. My own freaking name. I couldn't even remember my own freaking name. I was asking myself, is this doctor freaking, maybe if they said this and maybe I should. And I said, something? Wow, man. Wow, man. Wow. Maybe I should listen. Maybe I should do this, or maybe let's try something new. Let's forget completely, because I had already forgotten that. It's like, oh, let's you know the super smart kid that was made to fucking think he was a fucking retard. That's great. That's fucking that is really, that is real pussy type shit, man. That is on some real pussy type shit. That is on. Wow, man. You know what? And then it's like, oh, you think that's insults? It's like, I want to sit there and say, but I already did. I fucking said it. It was like, the one thing that sticks out in my head about that is that right after I wrote that letter, and what did I write that letter about? I wrote that letter because it was like, I'm sorry I lied. Here is the reason I lied. I wanted the world to be a better place. And it's the truth. I did. I wanted the world to be a better place. That's literally the reason why I lied. And you want to know something else? But the minute supposedly fucking that fucking yo man, math mistake. Which then it was like, oh, well, we can help the world and this and that. That's what I remember. That's what I remember. That's what I remember. But it wasn't an attack on me. It was an attack on other men, right? Those kids that should have been around me later on in life, right? That's what the attack was. But we'll make sure that they have everything, and we'll make sure that everybody hates Anthony, right? Wow, that is on some seriously. But then with that's the whole point. It's like, oh well, if Anthony remembers this, everything will be put to a stop, right? But not after all the chaos, of course. Not after all the damage, the destruction, all the fucking dead bodies, all the dead people for fucking nothing. There's people that don't even know that's so much of what fucking happened. And it was, and that's the thing too. It's like, and then there was the setup that I overheard about. That was being planned right from the fucking start. They knew how much of a fucking illusion the fucking math was. For some reason, it was a mind fuck when you looked at the fucking equation and and they knew about it all. They did. Because there are people that are extremely smart in this world, and that is what fucking was given as fucking an opportunity which people who fucking had intentions of making good, from what I remember. So then I have to grovel and say sorry again. Wow, this is on some real fucked up shit, man. The music, everything. I remember everything about, like, fucking it. There was so much involved with this, like how they were gonna turn the fucking music into music where fucking because of fucking what happened, that they were gonna make sure that the fucking music is all fucked up and everybody will blame these people and those people and this people, but nobody will even look in the direction of who's fucking manipulating the fucking people to do it in the first fucking place. Because they were super smart people that fucking took advantage of people who, from what I could understand, needed to be in a part of this technological fucking race. Because if you haven't noticed over the past 25 years, that's exactly what it's been. That's crazy. I don't even know who I'm bad mouthing or not bad mouthing, because at this point I'm like, wow, just shame on everybody. You know. Wow, I could sit there and say, like, I could say so much right now because there's so much, and then I'm just making sure that that's solid. The thing that's still, it like I said in the other video, it hurts me and then it made me happy at the same time. Like, this is a really fucked up part, and that's why it hurts me and it's fucked up at the same time, because right after me signing that paper, it's like my father who raised me. That's the thing. It's I don't he didn't I don't remember. I just remember being fucking yelled at. There was no. What I remember was, haha. He's like, you see, we got him, and he was like, we got him confessing, and he held the paper up to the ceiling, like fucking like the sky, but like the ceiling. And he was like, you see, he lies. He's not Jesus. He's one of us. It was like, I don't know whether to like, I don't know whether to freaking feel happy or sad about that moment. It, no, I don't. I don't know whether to be happy or sad about that fucking moment. I'm seeing how everything bleeds into fucking everything else, and I'm saying to myself, like, wow. Well, I seen a lot of fucking greedy people. I seen a lot of fucked up things. I've been greedy. I've also fucking tried not to be greedy in times that fucking. So you know, it's like, is a person really greedy when they're fucking, you know, when what I'm saying? That's not fucking. You know, and then over the years, everything supposedly mends itself up. It's like things get put to a stop, and then you know, oh, people aren't mad at me for the old thing. It's like, oh, but then this happens, and then they're like, oh, well, what the fuck? And that's what I'm saying. This was a continuous thing, but nobody was bringing up to me what the fuck it was. Like they were allowed to bring up to me at one or two intervals. They were allowed to bring this up, but I had no fucking idea what the fuck they were talking about. That's why this whole thing is just so fucking messed. This is so fucking messed up. This is so fucking messed up. I remember freaking people talking to me about the math mistake, and I just don't know whether that was before the paper was submitted or after the paper was submitted. The people knew about the mistake. The people knew about the mistake. There were people who had good intentions. I don't even know who to fucking be mad at. That's why I'm saying it's like this led to that, which 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 fucking it just never fucking stopped. That's crazy. That paper was crazy. That's what I'm saying. It's like it was a math mistake. It was an opportunity to help country to with the best intentions. I at least had the best intentions. Because when I was doing the math, I was considering the entire planet, not just our country, when I was looking at these numbers. And that's where I made the mistake. Once I freaking said, well, how many people are on this? And well, then this. And I don't know if it was the number now or then. The number from here or fucking the number from back then. As far as people on the planet. But as far as considering the planet, that was the first thought in my head. Now, how many people are on the planet? And then, how many people are in our country? Now, today, there's, from what I see, 328 million people in our country. And then there's, the 7.5 billion or so people on planet Earth. 328 million people. 7.5 billion people on planet Earth. And then all the people that are not allowed to talk about the problems that went down because of all the trickery that everybody wanted to play on one another. Wow. A fucking math paper. That's what... It was an illusion. That's what it was. It was a fucking illusion. A trick of the eyes. That's what it was. Everybody agreed to it. Everybody fucking said the same thing. And then fucking they changed their answers. And then these people changed their answers. And then those people changed their answers. And then these people and those people. And everything just fucking was crazy. The basic breakdown of where the fucking mistake was made by me was thinking, when I first seen the freaking numbers, I was saying, well, that would mean that freaking there's at least 1 billion, like I don't understand what's the whole money problem about. Like if there is 7.5 billion people and there's $900 billion, then that means everybody should get $1 billion. At least. That's where the fucking, that's where somewhere along that math problem, that's where I made the mistake. For some reason, I was going 1 for 1 when it wasn't. One was actually parts of per million, parts of per billion. One would have been one part of a billion. That's what I'm saying. Because if you have 900 billion $900 billion is a bigger number than 7.5 billion. But these 7.5 billion are represented by ones. And these are separated by dollars. Doesn't fucking. That's all it was. The fucking. That was the problem right there. It was just the problem right there. That was it. I had good intentions. Other people, maybe not so much. There was people. That's what I'm saying. It's like with all the lookalikes and with all the other things. It's like It's like I'm not even freaking to go back through my memory and remember every single freaking thing about every single freaking thing. That's crazy. There's a man that like at it's like the man that had me write the letter. I know exactly who that person was because he supposedly convinced the person that could the kid at least write a letter and say this and that, and that's what fucking. That is really, 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 really super freaking wow. That's why it's like some people think it's over this and some people think it's over that, and it's like, oh, let's see if we can make this person freaking think. So yeah, obviously, I mean, throughout the freaking, and I mean, it was heavy dosing of fucking radioactive fucking diamond dust. I mean, you see, there was not even a drug test for this. This is crazy. Oh well, and oh please don't. I don't even want to fucking hear the other shit right now. I don't even want to hear the fucking oh well, like freaking, it was, we could have poisoned them with worse shit or fucking. That's why it's like in the freaking when I really was pretty much like losing my entire fucking mind. Like that's also the encounter with the train with the two little fucking Black Panthers playing in the fucking swamp of forgotten dreams. Yeah, that was then too. That was around about, well, I mean, this is like years later, but that was around the time Dr. Doshi and Dr. Doshi and Dr. Kulkani and fucking, it's like it's all bullshit. It's all fucking, because it's like, oh, let's up the dose, let's up the dose. It's like, oh, he's putting on weight like fucking, he doesn't know what the fuck is going on. He doesn't even remember his name sometimes. He says he's drooling, fucking, give me a fucking break. Well, I don't even know if I admitted to that at that point because I was just so fucking embarrassed at the fact that I was like fucking like what the fuck is wrong with me? I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. And fucking here's people that are in professional fucking positions turning around to me, still a kid, fucking like watching him die fucking for a fucking mistake over a fucking math problem because he had good intentions himself. Hey, I fucking had good intentions. And that's what you did to me? Wow, fucking, where the fuck does that fucking, I don't even know how the fuck, it's like, don't tell me that fucking both parties are not fucking guilty. Don't tell me that both fucking parties on both sides of the fucking line are not guilty to the fucking kid who fucking was like, well, if there's good intentions, I swear this. They say this about this about this. These people freaking they fucking didn't see it either. Nobody seen the fucking mistake. At first. So these people stole money. And then these people said, well, we seen the mistake, but the mistake was we thought it was such a joke that we gave you the money anyway. Fully knowing like that these people were about to embark into wow. Wow. The technological race of our country, our nation. So then these deals were made, and then those deals were made, and the only fucking kid that suffered, because there had to be other people that suffered because of this, and that's what fucking, it's like sickening me, because I remember all the shit that started to fucking be said around me, around different parts and times, and I'm saying to myself, wow. All the poisoning of the music, all the poisoning of the fucking TV shows, all the poisoning of the fucking every single thing in our fucking country. And the men who knew about it couldn't do shit, because if they did, these people threatened war and death and destruction upon fucking people that fucking didn't even understand what the fuck took place. Wow. Where should my madness be? Where should I be fucking pissed off about myself? Should I be pissed off about myself? Yes and no. Should I be pissed off at the men who totally used me? Yes and no. And should I be pissed off at the people who then took it out on all people because of what had been done? Wow. Yes and no. I know one thing. It shouldn't have gotten this fucking far out of hand. That's what I do know. This is crazy. This is crazy. Were we about to go to fucking nuclear war over that? I think we were. I really do. I think we were. I think we were about to go to nuclear fucking war over that. That was 30 fucking 2 fucking years ago. 32 fucking years. 31, 30 fucking 2 fucking, or 33 fucking years ago. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know, and that's what I'm saying. Was it the Gaddafi family? Was it the freaking, was it the Saudis, or the other families that freaking, I don't know, are they the same? Gaddafi's and the Saudis. As much as I've seen here and there documentaries and tried to remember the memories and everything, at this point it's just, I'd have to rebrief myself on fucking who is who, because there's just so much fucking, there's just so much over in that region of the world